What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you what types of books that you should be publishing in 2021. So welcome back to Stacking Profit. My name's Paddy, and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, what type of books should you be publishing this year in 2021? Well, there is no straight answer to that. All I can do is give you ideas. No one should tell you to go and publish this book or that book, because most books, most niches, are actually quite profitable. It's up to you to actually find those niches. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is just share with you a handful of different types of low and no content books that you should look into to try and find niches that you can publish books in this year. Now, the first one is going to be notebooks. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, notebooks are saturated, everyone says they are, why would I create those types of books? Well, when it comes to notebooks, there's actually thousands and thousands of different types of niches just in the notebook niche alone. Yes, there's a lot of competition, but that's why it's your job to actually niche down and try and find all these great niches within the notebook niche. Now, this is actually pulled up notebooks as in the laptop, so let's scroll back up, but notebooks. So if we do this and take off the S and go to the beginning, anything is a notebook, or anything can become a niche. So what I'm actually going to do is link a video right there in the right hand corner all about understanding niches for journals and notebooks. So I suggest going through and watching that video, because just by looking in the search bar we can look at all these different types of notebooks that you could create. Notebook for women, for work, for cooking recipes, custom name for school. Well, we couldn't do custom name, but for school, work, binder. And if you do take this off and go to the beginning, you can put animals at the beginning. So you could do a dog notebook, and that's what people are searching, as we can see just here. And we can do that for animals, job titles, and the list goes on and on. So notebooks is a really great one that you should be publishing books in. I have quite a lot of notebooks now, and they actually do pretty well. So that's the first one, notebooks. Go through, check them out. The second one that I'm going to share with you is journals. So journals and notebooks, pretty much the same thing, but a journal you can create, you can be a lot more creative with your journal and have prompts and things like that. But again, when it comes to journals, there's so many niches, and that's why I said go through and watch the video, which I've linked in the right hand corner, so you can get an understanding of how to find all of these niches, because there's so many out there. Now, the third one that I want to share with you is, if it's going to come on the screen, composition notebooks. So I have quite a few of composition notebooks. I have a few that actually do extremely well with a BSR of under 100,000 and bring me in consistent sales. But composition notebooks are very similar to a normal notebook, meaning that there's niches absolutely everywhere. So go ahead, come and check out composition notebooks. If we just do this in the search bar, it's going to pull up a lot of different ones just here. So we got students, work, boys, women, girls, graph paper, kids. So these are just a handful of the niches within the composition notebooks. But once you start diving deep, you can unearth so many different types of niches. Remember, anything can become a niche. Animals, pets, food, hobbies, job titles. These are all sub-niches within the composition notebook niche. So go ahead and check out that one as well. Now on to the fourth one that I want to share with you, if it's going to load up. And that is colouring books. Now this is something that I've actually been focusing on a lot, especially this year and the end of last year. But colouring books is another great niche. Main reason being, again, There's so many niches just within the colouring book niche, and I don't believe that it can ever get saturated just because there's so many niches. Now if we scroll through this first page, you're going to see all these different types. So we got animals, baby animals, they're niches within the colouring book niche. We got just here, so this is a confident, brave and beautiful colouring book for girls, really niche down. And then we have flowers, so flower colouring books. Then we have a coronavirus colouring book. I wouldn't really tend to do something like that, but hey, it sells really well. Then we have a magical colouring book. So again, niches are absolutely everywhere. Unicorns, Bibles, coffee. As we can see, niches are absolutely everywhere, but that's the boring part. Finding all of these niches, and that's what takes time. But again, colouring books, you should definitely think about having them in your library. They're not actually that hard to create, especially if you're creating them for kids. Now, if you want to know exactly how I'm creating my colouring books, then check out the LCB Vault, because we have a brand new course in there now, all about colouring books, called Simple Colouring Books. So if you want to check that out, click that link down below. But that's the fourth one, colouring books. Again, so many niches just within this niche. Then the fifth one that I'm going to share with you is activity books, if it's going to show me. There we go. So activity books are similar to all these other types of books, meaning there's loads of sub niches within this niche of activity books. Now if we do that, here's just a handful from the search bar. If you don't have this tool, this is AM's Suggestion Expander, and it pulls up all the keywords, your normal keywords, all the keywords before, after, and all other keywords as well. And right from here, we can see all different types of niches. So we have activity books kids, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, 10-year-old girls. So that's a really niched down activity book. Then we have for Alzheimer's, anxiety, anxious people, adults, girls, 10-year-old girls, we just saw that one. 4, 2, 3, 5, couples. So activity books for couples. So again, there's just so many different types of niches within the activity book niche alone. I don't have many activity books. It's something I want to do more, but at the minute my main focus is just colouring books. So that's the fifth one that I wanted to share with you. Then the sixth one and the last one is planners. So planners, there's so many different types of planners that you can create. If we do this and then take a look at the search bar to see what suggestions they're giving us, we can see planners for college students, for middle school, for girls, for mums, for business women, for business owners, ADHD planners for adults, for entrepreneurs, for busy mums, for, let's take a look, see what else there is, college students, men, women. There's so many different types of niches that you can create planners around, and planners are actually pretty easy to create, especially if you have tangent templates. So here in tangent templates, we can see just here, we have all these different types. You can get your notebooks from here. We can get your composition notebooks from here. So many different types. But right here, look. So we're logged in tangent templates. If you haven't got tangent templates, I highly recommend going and purchasing it. It's only a one-time payment. I believe it's around $59, and you can even get a coupon code for $10 off, I believe. But I just paid the full price because this is such an amazing tool. But look, over here, once we're in Tangent Interiors, we can go to Prompts and Planners, and it brings you to here, Dynamic Templates. So this is where you can actually create your planners and sell them here on Amazon KDP. So that's the other one that I wanted to share, planners, because there's just lots of different types that you can create, and it's the same with all of these other niches. So that's not showing at the minute. So My point being, what is the best books to create in 2021? Well, there is no wrong or right answer. You have to do the research and then see what books that you want to publish, because everything sells on Amazon. You just have to create good quality books. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.